Before social media, before television, and even before sound in movies, there was Charlie Chaplin, a man whose humor crossed borders, languages, and cultures. Born into extreme poverty, Chaplin rose to become one of the biggest stars in entertainment history. He made millions laugh during some of the darkest times in human history and changed the film industry forever. But behind the laughter was a life filled with hardship, controversy, and incredible determination. This is the remarkable story of Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin was born on April 16, 1889, in London, England. His childhood was far from easy. Both of his parents were performers, but their careers struggled. His father suffered from alcoholism and died when Charlie was young. His mother faced severe financial difficulties and mental health problems. As a result, Charlie and his brother Sidney spent parts of their childhood in workhouses and institutions for poor children. Life was extremely difficult. There were days when the family barely had enough food to eat. However, these hardships taught Chaplin resilience. He learned early how to observe people and find humor even in difficult situations. At just 5 years old, he made his first stage appearance when his mother lost her voice during a performance. The audience loved him. It was the beginning of an extraordinary journey. As a teenager, Chaplin joined various theater groups and traveling comedy companies. His talent soon caught the attention of the famous Fred Carnot comedy troupe, one of Britain's most successful entertainment groups. In 1910, Chaplin traveled to the United States as part of the troupe. American audiences quickly noticed his unique comedic style. In 1913, he signed a contract with Keystone Studios, one of Hollywood's leading film companies at the time. Within a year, Chaplin had become a rising star in silent films. But his greatest creation was yet to come. One day, while preparing for a film, Chaplin put together a strange costume: baggy pants, a tight coat, oversized shoes, a small mustache, a bowler hat, and a walking cane. This character became known as the Tramp. The Tramp was poor but dignified. He was clumsy but clever. He often struggled against powerful people and unfair situations, yet he never gave up. Audiences instantly connected with the character. The Tramp became one of the most recognizable figures in world history. Even today, more than a century later, people can identify Charlie Chaplin just by seeing that famous costume. By the 1920s, Chaplin had become one of the biggest celebrities in the world. His films such as The Kid, The Gold Rush, City Lights, Modern Times were massive successes. Unlike many actors, Chaplin wasn't just performing. He often wrote, directed, produced, edited, and even composed music for his films. He had complete creative control over his work. His movies mixed comedy with powerful social messages. They explored poverty, inequality, loneliness, and the struggles of ordinary people. People laughed at his films, but they also connected emotionally with the stories. This combination made Chaplin truly unique. One of Chaplin's most famous films was Modern Times, released in 1936. The movie showed workers struggling in factories and becoming overwhelmed by machines. It was Chaplin's way of commenting on how industrialization was changing society. A few years later, he released The Great Dictator. This film courageously mocked Adolf Hitler at a time when many people were afraid to criticize him publicly. The movie carried a powerful message about humanity, freedom, and peace. Its final speech remains one of the most famous moments in cinema history. Despite his success, Chaplin's life was not free from controversy. His political views often attracted criticism. During the Cold War, some people in the United States accused him of having communist sympathies, although he was never proven to be a communist. In 1952, while traveling abroad, his permission to re-enter the United States was revoked. Rather than fight the decision, Chaplin moved to Switzerland with his family. There he continued to live and work peacefully. Though separated from Hollywood, his influence on cinema never faded. In 1972, after 2 decades away, Chaplin returned to the United States to receive an honorary Academy Award. The audience gave him a standing ovation that lasted several minutes, one of the longest in Oscar history. It was a powerful recognition of his contribution to cinema. Charlie Chaplin passed away on December 25, 1977, at the age of 88. But his work continues to inspire filmmakers, actors, and audiences around the world. From a poor child in London to one of the most influential entertainers in history, Charlie Chaplin proved that laughter has no language. His films remind us that kindness, hope, and humor can survive even in the toughest times. More than a century later, the little tramp still walks across our screens, making new generations laugh and think. And that is why Charlie Chaplin remains one of the greatest legends the world has ever known. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe,